I'm the first one to admit, and I'm Goldbach, that there is not and will never be an objective value of an ounce of gold nor silver. With silver, it's a little bit different because it has a good industrial use too. But sticking to gold, there is no objective value for it. It's psychology to some extent. It's even metaphoric to some extent because it has been around for so long that people just, are transcendental to some extent, people just believe in it. But there is a root cause in that, and there's a reason why it has become this. And the reason, I think, and I'm a rational analyst here, is physical, strictly physical. If you look at the periodic table of elements, and at those, I think, 160 elements. And even if you add artwork, as you mentioned, or real estate or land, which all could work theoretically as money, you could basically rule out or scratch out from the periodic table of elements each and every one of these with very few exceptions. And the exceptions are the precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and maybe rhodium to some extent. And why can you scratch them, all the others out? Because some of them are liquid. So you shouldn't have liquid as a currency or liquids. Some of them are gases, so you would never use helium as a currency or money. Some of them are just not scarce. So maybe if you need a ton of lead to pay for something, that's just not practicable. Mm. Some of them are maybe too rare. It's not gold, I am really stressing this point, but there are elements that are just too rare. You could probably not coin 1,000 coins worldwide with some very rare elements, so that's not feasible too. Some of them are toxic, and some of them are even radioactive, and you don't want to kill yourself with your money. So this is not something feasible. And you can really go on and on, scratch everything out. It comes down to gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. And artwork is not feasible too. You cannot really divide it. Some elements or other possible means of money are too heavy. They are not heavy enough. Their specific weight is just too low. And if you really have an ounce coin of gold and weigh it against a copper nickel coin the same size, you can feel and see the difference. So there are very plain physical reasons why initially gold and silver have become the natural money. For all those reasons, because there's not a lot of else left. Having said that, it's of course true that there have been other forms of money, and they were chosen freely by many people and cultures all over the world throughout history, because maybe gold was not available, or it was not available to everybody. So silver became the poor man's money over time, and copper has been used. And of course you can do bartering with real estate versus commodities, or with services versus silver or something else. So bartering is, of course, an option to do business and has been throughout history. But the world had to invent money at a certain point in time, because bartering is just it works against the the labor sharing, which is so value creating. And if you don't have money and have to barter and have to do everything on your own, it's just not value creating.